Under the scorching Egyptian sun, the great pyramids loomed majestically, casting long shadows over the vast desert. Among the ancient structures, a young woman with fiery red hair and sparkling green eyes stood out. She was known as Meret, the Page of Wands, a title given to her by the elders of her village due to her boundless energy and enthusiasm. Meret's heart beat with the rhythm of the universe, a ceaseless drum that drove her to explore every nook and cranny of the world around her. Her spirit was as vibrant as her hair, and her curiosity knew no bounds. Each day, she would venture out into the desert, her mind brimming with ideas and dreams of uncovering ancient secrets and forging new paths. One morning, Meret stood at the base of the Great Pyramid of Giza, her eyes wide with wonder. Imagine the stories these stones could tell, she mused, tracing her fingers along the weathered limestone. There must be so much we don't know yet. She had a vision of a grand project, creating a network of scholars and explorers to document the mysteries of Egypt, sharing their discoveries with the world. However, her excitement was often tempered by a creeping fear of the unknown. What if she failed? What if her ideas were just dreams, destined to remain unfulfilled? As she pondered, a figure approached her. It was Abbasi, a charming and smooth, talking merchant who had noticed Meret's frequent visits to the pyramids. He had a keen eye for opportunity, and saw potential in the young woman's fervor. "Good day, Meret," Abbasi greeted, his voice as smooth as silk. "I couldn't help but notice your fascination with the pyramids. You seem to have a true passion for discovery." Meret's face lit up. "Oh, I do. There's so much to learn and share. I just wish I knew how to start." Abbasi smiled, sensing his moment. "Perhaps I can help. I have connections with scholars and traders who would be very interested in your ideas. Together, we could create something truly magnificent." Meret's heart raced with excitement. This was the opportunity she had been waiting for. "Really, you think so? I have so many ideas." As Meret enthusiastically outlined her vision, Abbasi nodded thoughtfully, though his mind was already calculating how he could benefit from her passion. "Of course, Meret. With your ideas and my resources, we can make a real impact." Over the next few weeks, Meret and Abbasi worked closely together. Meret poured her heart into planning and organizing, while Abbasi handled the logistics and networking. She felt alive, her dreams beginning to take shape. Yet, in her inexperience, she failed to notice that Abbasi was gradually taking control, shaping her ideas to serve his own ends. One day, as they stood overlooking the bustling marketplace from Abbasi's lavishly decorated balcony, Meret couldn't contain her excitement. "We've done it, Abbasi. Look at all the interest we've generated. People are talking about our project everywhere." Abbasi smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. "Indeed, Meret. It's quite impressive. However, there's something we need to discuss. The costs have been higher than expected, and we need more funding. I was thinking you could sell some of your family's land to invest in our future." Meret's heart sank. The land he spoke of was her family's livelihood. "But Abbasi, that's all we have. I can't ask them to give it up." Abbasi placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "I understand, Meret, but think of the possibilities. Sometimes we must make sacrifices for the greater good. Trust me, this will all be worth it." Torn between her dreams and her family's well-being, Meret reluctantly agreed. She convinced her parents to sell a portion of their land, believing in Abbasi's promise of a brighter future. But as the weeks turned into months, Meret began to notice that the project was not progressing as she had envisioned. Abbasi had taken control, and her role was reduced to that of an assistant, her ideas sidelined. One evening, as the sun set behind the pyramids, casting long shadows over the desert, Meret confronted Abbasi. "What happened to our vision, Abbasi? This isn't what I imagined." Abbasi's charming facade slipped, revealing a cold, calculating expression. "Meret, you have great ideas, but you lack experience. I've done what needed to be done to ensure our success. Perhaps you should be grateful." Meret's heart shattered. She realized she had been naive, her passion and inexperience exploited by someone she trusted. With tears in her eyes, she left Abbasi's side, feeling the weight of her failure. Yet, as the night enveloped the desert, Meret's spirit remained unbroken. She stood before the Great Pyramid once more, her resolve hardening. She had learned a painful lesson, but she would not let it define her. Her dreams were still alive, burning as brightly as ever. "I may have failed," she whispered to the ancient stones, "but I will rise again. I will find a way to make my dreams a reality, and I will do it on my own terms." With renewed determination, Meret set out to rebuild. She reached out to the genuine scholars and explorers she had met, sharing her story and seeking their guidance. Slowly but surely, she began to regain her footing, this time with a clearer vision and a wiser heart. Meret, the Page of Wands, stood at the threshold of a new chapter. She had faced the unknown and had been tested by it, but her passion for discovery and her desire to succeed remained unyielding. With each step, she moved closer to turning her ideas into reality, driven by the knowledge that the greatest journeys often begin with a single, unwavering spark.